Y'all give me 1 second. I'm about to get this shared out. There we go. All right, so tonight we're just chilling in the shop, getting some of that behind the scenes action as we pack some of the orders from our lives and from our website. There's also some from our TT shop because we are an official seller on TT. So we've got orders coming in from a few places, and we're just going to go ahead and get some of them packed tonight. Let me move you guys back just a bit. Hello, welcome in. We're just getting started, doing some behind the scenes type of packing. Oh no. Okay, I thought my tape got stuck to the roll. And that's always the worst. I have to send the invoice for this order that we're about to pack. But as I build up the invoice with each item, I will show what is coming home to this person. Whenever we build the boxes online, we do not share who the recipient is. Now, should they decide to come on here and disclose that for themselves, they're more than welcome to. But we got some people who still in the broom closet, so I be trying not to tell on anybody. DJ Synergy, what's up, DJ Sin? Good to see you, friend. Look, can you tell I've been like sweating today? It's so freaking hot here. So freaking hot. When I told you earlier that the freaking heat was trying to take me out, I was telling no lies. You driving? Okay, drive safe, Chi-Chi. What's everybody up to aside from Chi-Chi? What are you doing, DJ San? Is your head still intact? I know you were in Beginnings Live, and she'd be asking us those questions. They were okay today. They were okay. They weren't mind-boggling. But that was an interesting question that came up where, asking about the proposal via text, if somebody would accept or not. I think it's easy for people to say that they wouldn't accept that. But I think that a lot of people low-key would. I think they would. And if we have anybody new in here right now who has not subscribed to our channel, please do, all right? And for those who have not, please make sure you like the video too. That helps us out tremendously as we grow. When I came in, it said it was like 103. That's what the truck said when I came inside just now. So, yeah, it was yuckies. It was yuckies. And it's like, you love the summertime? It's what you told us. But me, I'm more like a fall type galley. I can even do the spring, even though it makes me a little sad because I know right after that, it's gonna be burning the heck up. But yeah, the summer times here are so harsh. So harsh. I can't do it. I always end up having to go to the hospital and get an IV. I don't think I had to this year. I be drinking water, but it just feels like it's never enough. And I always just feel so refreshed after a good IV treatment. That's horrible, right? Exactly. You think the moment? Yes, the moment does matter. The moment does matter when it comes to proposals. And I mean, honestly, you gotta feel people out too. Like, hey, like, if we got married, blah, 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 and then see what they say, right? Like, and that kind of how people do it when they're feeling folks out, like, to make sure they wouldn't say no. I don't know. Hey. Said you all about the heat? Yes. I don't like it. I do not like it. Let me show the first thing that I put in here. My bad. Bergamot and sandalwood tea light candles. Pack of 12. Okay. These ones here are sprinkle dinkle with some sunstone chips too. Oh, that's cute. It smells so good. They're really like smells like the sun. I don't know how to explain it. Very uplifting, fresh, like, yeah. The vibe on those ones is joy and creativity. So if you want to know what joy and creativity smells like, it's in a tea light. The next thing going on in this box here is going to be moon water. Mint Ranch, how are you? Happy, what is this, Tuesday? We're just chilling out, packing some orders, vibing out. We've got some Merkaba incense going in here. This is part of our handcrafted incense line from out of Hawaii. Good, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Let's see, the scent profile on this one is basil, star anise, patchouli, pine, and dark berries. The vibe on that is alchemy. So if you are working on changing the form of energy, okay, from a form that's not really serving you to one that works in the favor of your greater good, Merkaba is going to be a nice one for that. It's also like super fruity and warm. So if you're a fruit lover, you probably like Merkaba because you can smell the dark berries in there big time. This next one going in their box is called Rich Rich. This is some more of the handcrafted incense from Hawaii. This one has a vibe of affluence. Scent profile of bergamot, saffron, leather, labdanum, and amber. All right, so we've got that on their invoice. Let's see here. The next one they have is going to be ether. Jesse! Of course. Of course. Hold on one second. Let me save this so it doesn't disappear and then y'all see me crash out. That'd be horrible, horrible. And for anybody who's new to us, if you have not yet subscribed, please do. And make sure you like the video. And y'all can tap, tap, tap and send those hearts too, okay? We gotta build this thing up, get it pushed out. If y'all don't mind sharing to your different Discords. Look, you can even share this via text to people. All right, we are building right now and our goal is our first goal is 500 subscribers, okay? And we're trying to do everything just organically. So we are calling the family to come together, okay? On the tube of you. Papa Womaine! Where's your husband? Let me grab some more of this incense from Miss Jazzy. Jazzy is snagging more of the cherry wood, vanilla, and cinnamon incense made by Papa Womaine. All right, so we're gonna put that on up in there. All right, it's up in there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if anybody else would like to either start a basket or add something to their basket that I haven't invoiced yet, just let me know. I'm over here. Okay. Open this on up. We are currently packing up an order. All right, so we've got the ether incense cones going into this box next. The scent profile on this one is ozone, angelica, rosa de macena, vanilla, and salt air. The vibe is infinite opportunity. I love to use this one for moving out like heavy, stagnant energy. If you feel like, you know, there's just an energy in the house and you're like, it don't feel right, okay? Go ahead and open up those doors, burn you some ether. This one's super, super fresh, okay? That one, the opportunities smell endless. Going in here next is gonna be the Evil Eye incense. Let me see, Evil Eye. Okay, and this is the newest one from Ritual Incense Shop. This one is for repelling jealousy and envy. The scent profile is sea salt, sun-dried juniper, atlas cedar, and labdanum. Let's see what else we got going in here. They finna be stocked, baby. We also have root work going into this box. Let me get that added or accounted for over here. Okay, this one has a scent profile of rare oud, spiced heartwood, and high john root. The vibe is healing and grounding. That one's going in there. And then they also snagged some of our handcrafted combustible powder incense. Each one of these supports a different intention, or if it is associated with a specific deity, it contains ingredients that are traditionally appeasing to that deity, okay? This first one here is called Big Empress Energy. I want to show it to you guys real quick. Hold on. Let me save this so it doesn't time out on me. So I know we have some new friends on here. And actually, you know what? That's theirs. Let me grab one that I can play with from down below here. Ugh. All right, so these are powders. And a lot of times when you have the loose powdered incense, it's intended to be burnt on charcoal, but you don't need charcoal for these, okay? As a matter of fact, I recommend not putting these on charcoal. What you're gonna do is take your handy dandy spoon, okay? Put it on up in there, grab a little bit, and you're gonna set it down in your fire resistant dish in as much of a pile as possible, because what you want is some depth for it to burn through, okay? And then you're gonna go ahead and take your lighter, put the flame to the top, let that flame sit on the top of the incense for about 10 seconds before you blow it out, fan it out, whatever you choose, okay? And after that, it's gonna continue to burn on its own. This one smells so good. And when you open these, you're gonna notice little pieces of flowers, roots, different herbs, okay? You're not tripping. A lot of these things that are mentioned on the front are absolutely included in the incense, all right? And that adds to the potency because you're actually getting to work with the spirit of those plants, those different ingredients. All right, let's get back to this order that we're packing. Bring that back on up. Okay, so the first one here is the Indigenous Spirit Guide Blend. Let me get that accounted for and then we'll talk about it. Okay, this one here contains some neroli, bayberry, sandalwood, calamus root, and arnica buds. And so this one is going to be great for those who work with Native American spirits. All right, whether they're ancestral or you're just paying homage to those who were on the land before you. All right, this is an excellent offering for them. Next up, we've got Big Empress Energy. With this one, think of the Empress Tarot card, okay? The Empress is always birthing new ideas, okay? She has an abundance to the point where she's able to give. She's very generous. Everything she touches grows, okay? So if you're looking to call in that type of energy, the Big Empress Energy is gonna be your jam. Next up, we've got El Egua's Road Opening Blend. Give me one moment to get this one accounted for. There we go. So this one contains some dirt, okay? El Egua lives at the crossroads. It also has some banana, ginger, benzoin, and frankincense in there. So when you're working with this one, it's with the intention that the roads are open for you to receive what is meant to be yours, okay? So say you are petitioning for a job, a home, a certain type of situation in your life. All right, you want the roads to be clear of obstacles so that you can make it to your goal, and those things that are meant for you can make it to you, while the doors are also closed for those things not meant for you. Okay. Next up, we've got Mars Battle Smoke. Let me get that in here. Okay. This one contains some hyacinth, wormwood, guava, queen. That's the beginning, y'all. That's her other page. Welcome in, sis. So it has hyacinth, wormwood, guava, chili, pomegranate, and musk. All right. Mars Battle Smoke. It's the planet of war, baby. All right. It can also be considered the planet of like sexuality, but in this case, with the intention it was made for, it is very much war. Okay. And then next up, we've got I Speak It, I See It. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Drive me crazy. Hold on. All right, so we've got I Speak It, I See It next. Let me get that accounted for. We are packing in order for those who are just now joining us. This one here is a manifestation blend. Hey, sis. Okay, and so whenever you're burning this one, I want you to be very careful of your words. And for those who have not already subscribed to us, let me plug that in. Please make sure you give us a subscribe and go ahead and tap on that thumbs up button over there on your screen. All right, that would help us out tremendously as we work our way to 500 subscribers. Woo, it's happening, y'all. I claim it. Okay. And I say that as I have I Speak It, I See It incense in my hand. As I was saying, with this one, you want to make sure that you are very careful of your words whenever you are working with this one, okay? Because whatever you is what you're gonna see, all right? That's the intention behind this one. So don't joke around in a negative way, okay? Like, even if like, say you, you feel like your body's, a little sick or something like that. Just be like, it's fine, something. I'm on my way to wellness. You know what I mean? Make sure you are very careful with your words when you I'm healed. All right. We're speaking in a very affirmative way when we're using this in a very positive way. Okay. And then the last thing that this person snagged is the prosperity bracelet. This one features pyrite, green aventurine, gold tiger's eye, and heat treated citrine. All right, so let me get that counted for. There we go. Okay, and so I do. Yes, look. If y'all don't words absolutely have power. I have learned to be very, very careful with my words, because I've said some things where I thought I was using like, a euphemism of sorts, or like I was being funny, but then like the thing would happen, and then it was confirmed later during readings where they were like, you in particular have to be very careful with your words at all times. And so from then on, I was just, I make sure I warn others too, because I'm sure I'm not the only one, all right? Where you'll say things and then it'll manifest. So I say this to everybody, be very, very careful with your words. Let me see here. We're doing some behind the scenes stuff, so I am making sure this box is going to be labeled properly. So I put some notes on there for myself. All right. DJ, you in Cali, right? So we on the same time right now, right? I'm gonna scooch that down while hold on, let me move you guys out so you can see the counter just a bit more, because I'm gonna bubble wrap some of these powders. because the way that USPS, it just gets a little rough, okay? I love our USPS workers. Don't get me wrong, okay? Sometimes I just be wondering, like, what happened? And I've had it happen so many times where people are like, oh man, if you didn't, wrap the heck out of this, it would have been broken because like the box will be been through the ringer, okay? How do I want to do this one? Got 1, 2, 3. Actually, let me grab a larger piece of bubble wrap. Thank y'all for keeping that chat going. What's everybody up to? I'm so happy to see all my fellow YouTube friends on here. We get active together and push one another. Uh-oh. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and put the 3 together. On the end, pat the edges down so it's got a little extra cushion. Why, hello, Phil Goodyear. Welcome in. Peace and profits from Northern California. Welcome in, Phil. How's your day been? DJ Sen says, just chilling, starting to fade. I will swell tonight. Did you work your regular job today, DJ? Are you, now with your job, is it regular Monday through Friday? And then you do the DJ thing too? Are you ever going to create some playlists on your page, DJ Sen? Because I put together, like for my other lives and for just whenever I'm not on YouTube, I put together my own playlist most times, but if I had somebody with good taste, like you, putting them together for me, that would be exquisite. Let me see. So, yep, I work from home most days. Queen, that's the beginning. She's over there putting her dishes away. He said, I'm okay, thank you. Hope you're having a great evening. I am. Just here at the shop, vibing out, packing orders with you guys. It's more fun that way. It's more fun chitty-chatting it up with you guys. And I thank y'all for just coming in and vibing with me. We're not doing anything major. Just chillaxing. You said like a Spotify playlist? No, like on here. On YouTube. Like right now, because I have a premium account on YouTube. And so I'm playing a playlist from there that has non-copyrighted music. I told my son he should make a page for the same type of thing because he makes really, really good beats. So hopefully his page will be ready soon. I told him I wanted it done this week. This right here is okay, but I just have I usually have a different vibe, as you've seen with my, TT lives and on Epic. My vibe is usually just a little bit different. So, but yeah, I would be able to play yours because it would have copyrighted music, right? I would be able to play yours during my other lives. When it comes to YouTube, we just can't, like on the lives, we can't use copyrighted music. Let me see here. Smiling, hey beautiful, welcome in. You said, oh yes, I'm recording my lives now and we'll upload them. That's smart, there you go. There you go. Let's get it, y'all. That's easy, like you already doing that. You going live 6 days a week, may as well. Might as well, okay. And what are you up to over there, Phil Goodyear? From Northern California. My mom's actually in Northern California. She's out there closer to where you at, DJ Sen. They're in good old Sacramento area. Beginning, did you get your video posted yet? Look, I'm telling y'all, don't let perfection be or don't let good enough be the enemy of perfection. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Or don't let perfection be the enemy of good enough. There we go. I had it backwards. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He said, it's interesting. I have a streaming subscription that allows me to bypass the copyright issue when I stream live. Oh, really? On YouTube, DJ? Staying in my lane and cooking some chicken. Okay. Cooking some chicken. Are you baking this chicken, or are you like frying the chicken? What kind of chicken does Feel Good Year eat? She's like, You said you have to do that tonight? It's gonna be a late night for you, sis. It's already 9:30. Where you at? If you need help while you're uploading it, just text me. You know, we be up texting anyway, so just text me. It's all good. All right, let me get us back up here. I'm gonna bring this box back up. Now that I got those bubble wrapped. Oops. Me finna go in the box too. All right, we'll do our little quick salt cleanse of the bracelet. Go ahead and get it added into a little baggy bag. Oven baked and heavily marinated. Okay, I see you, Feel Good Year. Over there cooking. Okay. I see you. You know what? Let me do something else. I'm telling y'all, I really have to be careful when I pack this stuff because it gets beat up so bad. Oh, I just dropped peanuts all over the place again. Goodness. So are you? I'm at the shop. I'm behind the counter right now. Getting some invoices sent, orders packed. Yeah, so we at the house. I mean, we at the shop right now. The mall's only open for like another Look, I'm grateful. The first store shop space was about half this size. And I always have to make things like work for me. And so I was glad when I had a little bit of room to spread out when we moved to this larger space. Because as you have seen, we have a lot of inventory. And then I needed to make my space for, the online orders, like all the baskets and stuff where I could get to them easily. Yeah, I've definitely made it work. I even brought in it's like a long rolling counter, but one that has the metal top, so you could do like herb preparation and sanitize it and all that type of good stuff. So we definitely have made the space work for us. Oh, thank you, Feel Good Year. Thank you so much. You said, how long do the tea lights last? The tea lights, those last 4 hours each. Yep, and in the pack you get 12 tea lights. They last 4 hours each. And they're only $10. Soy wax, phthalate and paraben free, lead free wicks. They're pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. 4 hours for each one. Each tea light burns for 4 hours. You're talking about the little smudgies ones and the manifestation ones that we have? Yeah, those ones burn for 4 hours each. That soy wax helps them burn for a longer period of time. Soy wax doesn't burn as fast as like paraffin wax. And it's cleaner, it gives you a nice clean burn. Have you done events at your store? How often? So far I've only done a couple of drum circles. I do plan to come the fall, okay, because it's too hot right now. I'm not doing nothing right now. But when the fall comes, I'm gonna do ceremonial cacao circle, more drum circles, and then I have a friend who is heavy in like spoken word poetry, and so we've planned for September to do an event in here. And I'll move the counter, not the counter, the cabinet from the middle, so we can have all that seating space. Let me see, my occupancy in here, I think it's like 44. So we're gonna make that do what it do. But I also plan to do some online, like ceremonial cacao circles. Not necessarily a circle, but you know, like a, just an event. Which one is good ancestors? Are you referring to the tea lights or the powdered incense? Yeah, it's gonna be a vibe. I'm excited. And so okay, so getting monetized is not just about having the money come in, okay? For me, it gives us more functionality with the YouTube account. Delay! So once we reach that first level, we can have members, like a members only subscription available. And so everybody who was an actual member of the channel will have access to the longer classes that people have been asking for years now. And so if the class is an hour and a half, like and you're a member, you'll have access to it that way. And then a lot of people have come in here and been like, how do I gift on this thing? You can't until we're monetized. So that's also going to make it more fun because we come from the land where we like to just like shower each other with love, right? We're on Epic, we're on TT. We love showering each other with love. But yeah, we can't do that until we're monetized on this page. So definitely working to get there so we can have a little more fun and structure on here. So the tea lights for, let me see, ancestral. I'm gonna say the sandalwood would be a good one. I'm looking over at the ones that we have available right now. If you already have the rose one, that would be a good one. The cinnamon will also be another good one. Peppermint, that's gonna give some speed and clarity to the messages that you receive from them. I'd even go as far as the eucalyptus ones, but peppermint, most definitely. Look, I'm excited, Billy. Billy, did you want me to send your invoice as is, or did you want to wait and reach your $45 free shipping threshold? Let me know what you want to do. I'm fine either way. I know you typically don't like to pay for shipping when you can get another item. Like, why am I gonna pay for shipping when I can when I can just get more stuff? All right, I figured as much, so I went ahead and passed. I remember. Okay. All right, I got you smiling. Yes, ma'am. I think we're out of patchouli ones. Those would be a good one too. But definitely peppermint. I'm really feeling peppermint for you right now. Like, I'm being drawn to that for you. All right. And look, I know we're packing boxes, but if anybody wants me to add anything to their basket that I haven't invoiced yet, or if you want me to start a new basket that will be invoiced next week, okay, let me know. I'm always down to go play a little bit on the shelves. We got about 20 more minutes until the mall closes down. That's when I start to pack everything up. So don't be shy. Don't feel like you're interrupting. Just go ahead and let me know. whatever it is that you would like. Did you see the pictures? Not yet smiling. I will look at them afterwards. I've been running around. And hot. So I was telling DJ Sin earlier before you came on, like, this heat trying to take me out today. But I will look this evening. I tend to look at my text messages like late at night as I'm on my way to bed, just checking everything. Because during the day, I be on the move, hunties. I be on the move. Oh, not you putting ass in the... Queen. Ma'am, what are we doing? Oh my gosh, let me set this this package is ready to go over here to the side. All right, let's see who else we have that does not require a dressed candle. Let's see. You know what, honestly, most of them do. Let's go ahead and, when I came inside, it was 103. Thank you, Queen. keeping the chat moving with some ass. All right, so we have an order for 2 of the Santissima statues. So let's head on over here. And grab them. All right, so we had an order for the sitting white aspect. And we can talk a little bit about her too. Because I know a lot of people who don't know about her, sometimes they hear the worst of the worst, or they just assume the worst of the worst. But she's really a very powerful and beautiful energy. So let's bring that one on over. And then we're gonna see, I'm good with that temp. No, DJ. That's yuckies. All the sweating and then just like, You said summer is horrible. I'm dying. 103 today, 107 yesterday. Yeah, like I'm ready for it to be over. Like, where are we at, fall? Where are you? Where are you? I love this. Every time I see it. I made some Banish a hoe, honey. It's so cute. We be cute while we banishing hoes. Hey. I gotta move these little fixed candles so we can get to the requested statue. All right, so Santissima in general, all right, she is a very powerful energy. She is one who does not like to share her altar space. Okay, so if you have been feeling called to work with her, do not put her in a space with another deity. She will wreak havoc in your space. She also typically likes to be like up higher, all right, so that she can see what's going on. She has her scythe, okay, that is used to cut away things that are not beneficial to you, all right? So when you work with the gold aspect, okay, you can work with her to cut ties to poverty, okay? Welcome in prosperity, cut ties to poverty, cut ties to lack of any kind. If you are working, like, say, so you already have her, you know, at home, and you're like working to get a new job, all right, you're gonna make sure that you petition. Usually the gold aspect or the white aspect is universal, okay? White can be used to support any intention. The blue is typically for health matters. Red, some people like to use that one for protection, but you're most likely going to find that one used for love, Okay. And then the black one is protection. Black and red, that's that. Okay. That's like the difference between a protection oil and a fiery wall of protection oil. Okay. So think of the black as being very protective. She's guarding the boundaries, making sure anybody who's in there that ain't supposed to be gets out expeditiously. Okay. Very protective, very much a go get them. Okay. But the black and red aspect of her is going to be more of like, oh, you effed around, so now you about to find out times 10. Okay. Like that, you know, um, that angry with a vengeance. Okay. Type of protection there. You said I didn't know the color had, yes, each aspect of her has a specific purpose. Your gold, that's that one aspect is typically associated with prosperity, things that involve money. Jenzilla, hey, beautiful. So good to see you on here. How are you doing tonight? We were just scooping up a couple of the orders that came through. These ones were orders through TT. And so I'm pulling them now. Because with my luck, I'll mess around. I'll leave them there. And then somebody will come in like tonight, right before we close, and snatch both of the ones that somebody ordered on TT. For those who did not know, we are an official TT seller. I'm working on getting that page back up and running. We were spending a lot of time over on Epic Studios, but orders kept on coming through over there. And so I'm going to start showing it more love. I promise. I'm going to start showing my face over there more. But YouTube is absolutely a focus at the moment, okay? Gotta have a focus. I'm good, Jenzilla. It was hot down here today. How are you guys? I know it was yuckies up in Phoenix. What temperature did you guys reach today? Let me see this next order. They wanted some of the diatomaceous earth for pest control on their plants. So we're gonna pull that one over here. I'm still there. I go and I chill with Chi Chi and Beginning, DJ Sin. I haven't been live very much over there. I just really need to focus more of my efforts where it's, more beneficial and where I'm actually going to reach people. And E just doesn't have the numbers at the moment. So when I pop over there, it'll be more so for fun. But when it comes to like reaching people, teaching, getting people the supplies that they need to live their best life, okay, I need a place where I can have a little more reach. Okay. But yeah, I'm still there, just not as often. I'm really, really wanting to build this page up. The first goal is 500 subscribers, with 3,000 watch hours on the longs. So y'all know how I operate. A closed mouth don't get fed, okay? So for those who have subscribed, I ask that even if you're, if say you're not doing anything during the day, or say you are busy, okay? Say you're super busy around the house, or you're running around, running your errands, okay? You can take your tablet, take your phone, turn on the playlist, all right? We've got a playlist full of the lives, the live replays, and then we have another one that has the longer videos plus the shorts in there. And so you can put those, go ahead and play the playlist and help us get some of those watch hours, all right? And that would be very, very helpful. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that reminder, Billy. Don't forget to like the live. What else was I supposed to get for this order? They had diatomaceous earth. It was something with the plants. Diatomaceous earth. Dang, I was doing good at remembering. Oh, the earthworm castings. There we go. They wanted earthworm castings for their planty babies. So we'll set that over on the counter. For those who are just now joining us, we're pulling some orders that came through on TT. Here we go. And some root drops. Boom. All right, so I'll work on getting those packed up. And if anybody has anything they would like to see or have added to their basket, look, or start a new basket, just let me know. We can go straight to it. You guys never have to wait for me to make my way around the shop. For those who have never shopped with us before, excuse me, we do basket style shopping here, where you guys come in, you can say claim, all right, we'll build up a basket for you. I send an invoice to the email address that you provide, and then after the invoice is paid, I ship your goodies out to the name and address that you provide. There is a link to the customer contact form in our profile page on here. And yeah, it's super easy. And you only have to fill it out one time. You're gonna grab some of those peppermint tea lights. Let me turn this around so you guys can see what all we have. All right, so we're grabbing some of the peppermint tea lights for Miss Smiling. Boom. Now, you want that one in your current basket, Smiling? You want it to come home with everything else that's going to be in there? Or are we starting a new one for next week? Let me know. For anybody who's interested in the tea lights, each pack contains 12 tea lights. Okay. They're made out of soy wax. That's going to extend the burn life on them. So you rooting for more? That's Shawnee J, y'all. If y'all haven't already followed our Shawnee, make sure y'all subscribe to her page. She's been over there posting videos, having a good old time in the garden. I've been really enjoying those. But yes, these are made out of soy wax, so that's going to extend the burn time. So you're going to get 4 hours out of each tea light. No phthalates, no parabens were used in the making of them. There's no lead in those wicks. All right, so you're going to get a nice clean burn that smells delicious with these. You're going to see white sage listed as the first ingredient, but you're not really going to smell the white sage. That's more so for the little sprinkle dinkle that they put when they dress each of those tea lights, okay? What you're really going to smell is that second scent that's listed. So we've got patchouli, we've got peppermint. Now this one is called white sage, but it still doesn't even smell like white sage. It smells like alcamfor to me. And then right here we've got vanilla. This is a newer scent from them. Nag champa, sandalwood, eucalyptus, dragon's blood, and then we have one more cinnamon. You gave your rose tea light to a friend. Look, y'all so generous. Y'all are so generous. Let me see here. Let me bring that on over. So these are also from Soul Sticks, but these are the manifestation smudgies. This one here smells of lavender and chamomile, and it's got some sprinkle dinkles of rose quartz chips on there. This one here smells of cypress and sage, and it has some obsidian chip sprinkle dinkle there. Mugwort and lavender with amethyst sprinkles. Sprinkles are for winners, you guys. And then last up, we've got sage and lemon balm with little sprinkle dinkles of citrine in there. And then we also have the 10 style. I didn't bring my stand over, so bear with me as I try to do things with one hand. Can't remember what I said I was gonna put on my, what was it? In this one right here, Ginzella, we have one more Nag Champa candle. If you want it, it's yours. Gosh, what was it? Was it cacao, incense? I'll think about it at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, ma'am. I think I need to get a basket started for you too. Let's turn around hither. It was the cacao? Okay. I also had a request to do a video on the ceremonial cacao, so y'all will be seeing that soon. I plan to shoot it. I'm gonna try for tomorrow. Do I have sandalwood? Ooh, let's see. Let's see what we have hither. All right, so we have rose, lavender, patchouli, vanilla, dragon's blood, and one palo santo left. So no more of the sandalwood in the bigger ones, but we do have the tea lights in sandalwood. Girl, I left my cacao in my bag in my car. Oh my gosh, really? Billy! We're snacking a patchouli for Genzilla. You got it, friend. Oh my goodness. You said, what are the tea lights? The ones I just read? I read those ones off. The lemon balm. Those were the ones that I just read off. Did you miss it? I can go over them again. Just give me 1 second to get Genzilla rolling with a new basket. Ooh. Get this horrible angle. Have y'all all up in my chin. There we go. Boom. The 10s are 9. Yeah, the 10s are 9. We also got some new ones from them that are like pre-dressed. I'll show those in a moment too. And let me get Smiling's put into her basket. Smiling, where's my Smiling at? There we go. All right. We should go to Genzilla's house because she has all the cool stuff and things over there. Oh, and for anybody who was waiting on the matches, those came in too. And I saw you, Shani. We'll head over to the cacao in just a moment. Let me get everybody's baskets rolling. I just had my freaking tape. Let's see here. She has all the stuff and things. Goodness, where is the end? I'm being trolled by tape, you guys. What the heck? I can't even feel it. Is this happening to me? Hold on. When all else fails, shank it. He said, yep, I'm bringing my suitcase. You said you need to reorganize all the stuff and things? And you missed the matches, Billy? Okay. We've got the long ones here that have green tips. Those ones are 9. And then we've got B wooden matches with black tips for $6.50. And then the butterfly with black tips for $6.50. I love the wooden matches. They add that element of earth, which is very stabilizing to your spiritual work. And then if you're doing spicy work, those tips automatically have sulfur in them, okay, which is gonna make it more potent too. Let me get Genzilla set up here. I just had to shank this tape. There we go. Some B matches, yes sir, you got it. Got you. Let me get you a fresh one that's still in the plastic. Coming to a basket near you, sir. Let's see, Billy. All right, it's in there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Matches for anybody else before we head over to the ceremonial cacao. We have plants. We have bees. And we have the butterflies. You've got the little striker thing on the side too. Don't forget about that. You don't need matches. I mean, you don't need lighters. These are the matches. Okay. And you get what, 50 per box. All right, looks like everybody's good. Let me get us off of this stand and put us in the big one so we can head on over to the cacao. I'm also gonna bring down the gate too because it is time to close the mall, but we good in here. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna set us up right hither. All right, so quick vibe check. As I'm bringing down the gate, I want to know how everybody's feeling right now on a scale of 1 to 10. Put it in the chat for me. Be right back. All right. Sit, Genzilla, a 6. No. Really, Billy? Trolling. Yeah, we need to get that. We need to get that up like ASAP, Genzilla. ASAP. Okay. So we had a request for the ceremonial cacao. Let's talk about it first. What is ceremonial cacao? Because some people are like, oh, it's just chocolate, right? Oh, it's just hot cocoa, right? Just ate a whole sleeve of Oreo. Damn. You tired? Sometimes it's like that. The sun was very draining to me today. But with ceremonial cacao, what it is minimally processed cacao bean. Okay. And so it's processed in a way where it still retains its, you said you regret it tomorrow, where it still retains its medicinal properties, okay? So say you get like a candy bar off the shelves from somewhere. A lot of times it has so many additives and has been just so watered down. It no longer retains all those benefits that they claim it does, okay? With this here, they are all ethically harvested, okay? Because once upon a time, places were being forced to harvest cacao beans. They make sure none of that is happening with this brand, okay? You put honey in your cacao. Sometimes I do, sometimes. Other days I just raw dog it. Most times I raw dog it. It's not as sweet as a candy bar, okay? Because it doesn't have any added sugar. These are gonna be more bitter, okay? Like I said, minimally processed. So they fermented the cacao bean, and then with these ones, another thing that I like is that they made it easy for dosing. So they put them in little like discs, okay, so that you can count how many you're putting into your base. When it comes to your base, you can use hot water, milk, whether it's oat, almond, whatever you prefer. You can even make a tea, an herbal tea, as your base and add cacao to it, okay? Just make sure that your base is not over 180 degrees, okay? At that point, the medicinal properties of the cacao starts to break down, all right? This is very much plant medicine. So some things that cacao is going to do when it comes to your body is going to increase your body's circulation all over, okay? All over. And that includes the brain. And so a lot of people like to use it prior to studying. So if you are about to do anything where you need to retain a lot of information, whether it's for work or for school, okay, sip you some ceremonial grade cacao, about 20 to 30 minutes. Really, about 20 to 30 minutes prior to beginning your studies. See you later. Um, and you'll notice that you'll be more focused, you'll be more alert, okay? Because cacao also contains a small bit of what's that called? Caffeine. But the cool thing about it is that it also has another natural component in there that slows your body's absorption of the caffeine, which means that you are not going to experience the crash or the jitters that many people get when they drink straight up coffee. Okay. And speaking of coffee, when you drink your cacao, okay, try to make sure that you don't have any caffeine prior to that. Um, you want to experience the maximum benefits of the cacao. So if you're sitting there drinking coffee, getting all that caffeine, you're going to experience the crash. You're not going to get to feel all of the effects of your ceremonial cacao. It's going to lessen the absorption. It's just avoid caffeine whenever you drink this, okay? Um, the first time that you take it, I do recommend staying near a restroom, okay? It can be a stimulant for a bowel movement, especially when you're not used to it, okay? After you drank it a few times, your body tends to get more used to it and you're not, having to go as quickly as when you first started. Um, let's see. So, ceremonial grade cacao contains theobromine, okay, which stimulates your body to create more of those feel good hormones, okay? It is a natural antidepressant. Now, if you're taking medications that have been prescribed to you, do not stop taking those medications, okay? Just talk with your doctor prior to starting ceremonial cacao, especially if you're going to be taking it regularly. About 2 to 3 times. If you're taking it 2 to 3 times a week, okay, and you're not on any antidepressants, that's when you'll start to notice the difference, okay? If you are already on antidepressants, like I said, talk with your doctor first because they've already dosed you to level you out, right? And so if we go in and we're tampering with your body's production of those feel-good hormones, it's gonna throw your hormone levels off, okay? So, like I've had some people whose doctors were very open to holistic healing, and they actually recommend, like, I have a lady, her therapist recommended that she came here to get some. She knew we carried it. This lady went from several anxiety, depression medications she went down to 2. Okay. And so just work with your doctors because you also don't want to be taking this and then you go get your labs drawn and they're like, oh man, like you're good. But they don't realize that you've been taking plant medicine. Okay. And then so you stop and you're left with nothing and you're, unbalanced again. So make sure you're working very closely with your healthcare provider if you are already being prescribed, antidepressants. Make sure that they're aware of your interest in trying it or that you've already started to take some. But I do recommend talking to them first, okay? Talk to them first if you already are on something. But for those who are not, if you have more mild, or lower levels of depression, you can absolutely, give this a shot. And if you feel like you need more, then, still go talk to somebody. I'm never going to tell you guys not to talk to a therapist, not to talk to a doctor. I'm never going to tell you guys that, okay? Plant medicine is very much effective, but some people need a little bit more, okay? And that's nothing to be ashamed of, all right? We don't judge in this space. It's a very safe space for all of that. Okay, so when it comes to the cacao, we've already established that it increases your circulation all throughout the body to include the mind, okay? You're getting better focus, you're getting prolonged energy. Another thing that you're gonna notice when drinking ceremonial cacao is that you may feel a little more emotional, okay? and that's why it's been traditionally called a food from the gods, um, something that we can enjoy, use as an ally, as we mere mortals, okay, something that's very good for us. And yeah, so you're gonna feel that heart opening effect on them, or when you drink it. I remember I invited a friend over who had never tried it before, and gave her a cup, and we're just sitting there chitty chatting, and then she's like, "I don't know why, I just feel really emotional right now." And I was like, "Oh yeah, by the way." Good night, Billy. I know it's late there. Thank you for joining us tonight. So keep that in mind, okay? It is. I know a lot of things they say. Oh, to open up the heart chakra, open up the heart chakra. You're really gonna feel it like this. I always like to use the example too of like if I'm sitting there sipping some and my kids are running around all crazy, and instead of being like, oh my gosh, like, oh hush, like instead of that, I'm just looking like, oh my gosh, they're never gonna be this little again. Oh, this moment like is never gonna happen exactly like this again. Oh, this is so beautiful. Like it just makes the world look pretty and feel pretty. Um, yeah, very beautiful plant ally. Let's see who. Trying to think what else. This also does boost the immune system. Okay, so if you are somebody who has an autoimmune condition where your immune system is already on 15 on a scale of 1 to 10, you're 15 already. All right, we don't want to take anything that's going to boost your immune system even more. So I would caution against the ceremonial cacao, or if you really want to try it, just work with your healthcare provider once again, okay? Because everybody presents differently when it comes to autoimmune conditions. But I always like to put that warning out there. Also, if you have any heart issues, okay, this will be increasing your circulation. It's expanding your blood vessels, okay, while that's going on. And so if you have heart things, all right, we don't want to play with that. All right, so if you have heart issues, avoid ceremonial grade cacao. But it really is a beautiful plant medicine that works. It's been used by some of the most ancient civilizations, your Aztecs, your Mayans, your Olmecs, all incorporated ceremonial grade cacao into their daily living and especially into their ceremonies. I was reading about a practice where during weddings, okay, some of them would make the people being married would make a cup of ceremonial cacao and exchange it for their partner, and then they would drink it together. And I just thought that was just so beautiful. I'm like, ah. And so, yeah, I just thought that's really cool that it's just, so reverenced that it was being used in, in ceremonies and just as a daily way of life because of the many benefits that come from this plant medicine. And so let me go through the different kinds that we have. Okay. We have mystical mushroom. This one here contains the ceremonial grade cacao plus reishi, chaga, turkey tail, lion's mane, cordyceps, maitake, shiitake, oyster, poria, philinus, and tremella mushrooms. All right, so you're getting all the benefits of the ceremonial cacao plus those mushrooms that are in this. Okay. Another one that we have is Thriving Tanzania. This one is just straight up 100% cacao with nothing else added. Okay. I also would like to add that all of these bags of cacao are unsweetened. Okay. This is another big thing. They're tested for heavy metals. Okay. All ceremonial cacao is not created equal. With a lot of them, the way that they are made introduces heavy metals into the cacao. And so they make sure that all the places where they have this being processed at, that does not happen, and they actually test these, okay? Um, High in flavonoids, all of them are vegan, and nothing is genetically modified. Our bodies don't know what to do with GMOs, you guys. It's not natural. That's why we end up with all types of sickness and, oh, don't get me started. But anyways, yes, no genetic modification of the cacao beans that these are derived from. Okay, that was thriving Tanzania once again, just straight up cacao. This next one here is actually one of my favorites. It's called Oaxacan Spice. This one has the 100% cacao sourced from a small family farm, plus cinnamon, cardamom, ginger, cayenne, and chaga mushrooms. This one is very uplifting. I love this on days like if I need a little pick-me-up. Okay, Oaxacan Spice is very much like just that sun, that invigorating sun type of energy. Okay, not scorching like Arizona sun. But like invigorating sun, like spring sun, okay? That's Oaxacan Spice. Yeah, I think you would like this one, rooting for more. We also have Uplifting Uganda. To me, this one was a little more bitter. That was just me personally. This one is just 100% cacao from the Semuliki forest. Keto, GMO-free, vegan, soy-free, sugar-free. All right, that's Uplifting Uganda. And then we have Vibrant Vitality. This one here has the ceremonial cacao. Of course, that's the base. And then they add red, black, and yellow maca from Peru, plus ashwagandha, turmeric, and black pepper. Understand that the ashwagandha and the maca may have you feeling a little frisky, okay? It does that. It does that. So if you're feeling some type of way, understand that this is where it came from. Yeah, I always like to put those warnings out because I've had people where they were a little embarrassed to share that they were like feeling a little too excited, like uncontrollably excited. And so, yeah, it came down to it that it was, in fact, the type of ceremonial cacao that they were drinking. And yeah, so we were able to bring that down a bit, and they went back to being able to live a normal, not so horny life, or not overly horny life, okay? So just keep that in mind whenever you're dealing with ashwagandha and maca. All right, it's gonna do that there. We're sold out of the Tantric Rose. I'm gonna have some more of the Tantric Rose and the new one that they just released on the way over these next couple weeks here. Another new product from them is the, sorry you guys, somebody's alarm is going on here in the mall. Okay, they just shut it off, thank goodness. Functional mushrooms, okay? So these ones are just powders made from the fruiting body of the mushroom, which means that like from that top part that has all the good stuff in it, okay? That's the part that they use instead of just trying to add some stem and say, oh, it's got mushrooms in it, okay? This is powdered lion's mane mushroom. And it's super easy. You can mix it into your cacao, your coffee, your smoothies, okay? Add it to your soup, sprinkle it on your food, all right? Lots of ways you can use this here. It's best for, this one here is the lion's mane. It's great for focus, brain health, excellent for supporting cognition and neuro regeneration. Okay, so if you've got nerve tings going on, lion's mane is going to be an excellent ally for you. We also have reishi powder. All right. This one is great for boosting the immune system, reducing inflammation, and it also helps with reducing stress, anxiety. All right, that's the reishi mushroom. Gosh, are we down to one more of each of these? Okay. And then next, we've got the cordyceps. This one is going to be great for increasing your energy, boosting your physical performance. It's even really good for supporting your respiratory health. All right, cordyceps. And then the last one is prosperous. This one here is great for supporting lung health, and it also boosts your energy levels. Okay, all of these are from Cacao. Very trusted brand, very potent brand. Love. All right, so that's everything. How you feeling, Shani? Out of all of them, I think you would like the Oaxacan spice. But of course, up to you. Anything else that y'all would like to see before we close out for the night? Everybody good? We still awake? I know my East Coasters are falling asleep. I'm so sorry, you guys. So sorry, so sorry. Let me go grab this bell. They starting to shut off the lights. Oh, look, it just went dark out there. It's dark now. Let me get the keys. Any new books or decks that yes, you put it on your list? Okay. I'm trying to think, Jensella. The last ones that you saw. Did you see did you see when we did the unboxing of the Book of Sacred Baths? It's fine, Queen. It's fine. I can be in here late. Because that was the last unboxing of books that we did. You did not? Okay. Let's go over the new ones then. That's fine. You didn't see that one either? Okay, let's do it. Are you sure, Jensella? Because we can either do it tonight or we can, let me think if I'm gonna go live from the house or here. We can either do it tonight. I'm not gonna promise tomorrow, but they're gonna be home tomorrow. It's our usual day off, but we could do Thursday. I mean, your baskets will be open anyways, so. Okay, yeah, we can wait. All right, well, in that case, let me just go, everything. Let me go grab the bell. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, thank you all for sharing your beautiful energy with the collective and vibing out with us tonight. I've got this gnat trying to troll me. Really? Rude. Anywho's, we will be back live tomorrow, probably from the house, doing some plant care. Okay? So we'll see y'all then. And until then, y'all stay blessed. Good night.